New to World War II, or returning after a long break, now that the game is back on Game Pass and free to play or whatever? Looking to do the Final Reich's hardcore Easter egg? Well, I got the video here for you. In this video, I'm going to be going over all of the important stuff that you'll need in order to complete the hardcore Easter egg of the Final Reich, but with a little bit of a twist. This video is completely unscripted. I went into game, did a live commentary, went over all of the important stuff while I was in game, showed as much as I possibly could, and kind of really showed how I do the Easter egg. This video has a whole lot of important information, especially regarding the batteries and stuff, because there really is a lot of misinformation with that, so sit back, relax, and enjoy a look into the Final Reich's hardcore Easter egg. Alright, hello and welcome to World War II Zombies here. So if you're seeing this video, it might be because, God, World War II was recently released on Game Pass, so maybe it's time to do a little bit of a Final Reich Easter egg guide, because honestly there kind of is still a bit of misconception and like things that the community gets wrong about this Easter egg. So I'm going to be doing all of this stuff like live, so like this commentary is like live while I'm going to be in game, and then I'm going to be like cutting the video up and whatnot, you know, for the important stuff and whatnot. But I guess what we can go ahead and start with is some loadout stuff. Personally, this is really what I run. Fully loaded, yeah, you're gonna want that. Maybe you don't want the 5 perks, 4 perks is fine. Like, if you don't want to run 5 perks, then maybe just don't get Electric Cherry or whatever. And then Pack Mule, again, not everyone's a mule kick lover. You don't lose it in this game. But I just like having a good secondary weapon, because obviously the Tesla gun is going to take up one of your weapon slots, so I just like having a third normal gun. So, and then free fire. You could also run shell shock if you want. It's really just a whole lot of preference, so editing me here, I'm probably going to have to interject into this a couple of times, but yeah, you're definitely going to want to start with the 1911. A lot of people will probably say that use the 9mm SAP, but using the 1911 definitely makes this a lot easier, and you'll see why in a couple of instances later on as we go. The thing about the Final Reich's Easter egg, or more the hardcore Easter egg, is there's a lot of stuff to do, but you can do it in any order. So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, to be fair, the only difference between the casual and hardcore Easter egg really is just the Gramophone step, and being able to upgrade all the Tesla guns. It is a very simple Easter egg, it's just there's a lot of stuff that you can do in any which order. So with that being said, we're gonna hop right into this, and if you have any consumables, if you want to get the map opened up early, what you can do is throw on one of these double points, and we're gonna throw on one of these flamethrowers. And then also, if you got self-revives, you don't really need to buy quick revive in World War II because you got the 2 self-revives that you could use first. So that'll free up a perk slot as well. But alright, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this match. Right. So, really, first thing you're going to want to do is your normal Final Reich stuff. Turn 3 valves, and get this main area opened up. And if you don't want to get stuck into the melee animations, make sure you crouch first. That's the best way to use the melee in this. Alright, so now we got that done. We can go ahead and turn on the generator as normal. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do towards the hardcore Easter egg is the Windvane, the Enigma machines, and the Keepsakes. So all that, for the most part, you can get done here in the first. If you get lucky, you won't even have to open this door, but we probably will. So, Windvane, we spin that, and then there's going to be a yellow light that's going to appear right there. It can appear in a couple of spots, but that's what it looks like. You just shoot that. This will start moving. We'll worry about that later. It can also spawn over there. Just look at which way this is pointing. So it can also spawn right there, and then right there. That's really all this Easter egg is just setting up for later. Alright, so now, on to the Keepsakes. I guess since I'm over here, I will look at the green ones first. So, one of the green locations can be right there, which it's not there, so that's good. We don't have to open that door to get to it. So there's the green one right there. And then its other location would be right up there in this window. Alright, let's look for the yellow one next. So one spot for the yellow one could be up there. Oh, there's the red one. Oh, there's the yellow one. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to open this door in order to get the red one. Sometimes you can hit them through the gate right there. So we are able to get the yellow one, but we're gonna have to open the pub door in order to get the red one. Yellow's got 4 spawns for some reason. So, another spawn that it can spot. Another spot that it can spawn, imagine, is right there. And then the final spot that it can spawn is up here on the roof. Now, we already saw the red's location. Let's go ahead and get to the other 2 that it can spawn in. One red location is up here on this building, and then another one is behind this flag right here. That door's 1500. And now we can get the red one. Also make sure to grab armor if you didn't spawn with it. Alright, looks like we got one pest left. The good thing about World War II is that every single 5th round is a pest round here on the final Reich, instead of like Treyarch Zombies, where it's sometimes it's every 4 rounds, sometimes it's every 6 rounds. It's not always the same or whatever, but here on World War II, it's always every 5 rounds. Actually, we take the Keepsakes and you put them over here. So you've got all 3 Keepsakes. You put them over here in this window. And then now we go and look for the Enigma machines. So one spot for the yellow one can be over here. It is there, and it's 12. So we'll go and turn this yellow one to 12 o'clock. Let's go ahead and go to the other locations that one can spawn in. So another location the yellow one can spawn in is right here in spawn, and then another location is over in this window right here. And let's go and check the spawns that are out here. So there's one spawn for the red one, right out there, which it is there, but it's a bit difficult to see, especially with the pest on us. Alright, we've got that one as 9. The red one can also spawn out here in this window right here. And the final location that the red one can spawn in is right there. So now you go ahead. I think that's 12 o'clock. Put this one to 9 o'clock. And then really you only need, this is probably going to end round. Showing this is probably going to end round. But realistically, you only need to find the 2 of them. But if for some reason you can't find either the yellow one or the red one, the green one is right there. Technically it's blue for some reason. Like, for some reason in the game, it's a blue Enigma machine instead of a green one, but green is blue in this case. So if for some reason you can't find the yellow one or the red one, or if you're just out here and the red one is in there and you haven't opened the door yet, what you can do is activate this, jump towards the sign, and hold square. As expected, the round ended when I did that, and then the blue one drops, so get on this side, jump when the trap is about to go off, you'll fly up into the sign, hold square, this drops, we can go ahead and place this 7, and then that'll open up the record, and then now back to whatever I was doing before. Alright, so we get a decent amount of points. Go ahead and turn the power on. Alright, now personally, I wait until round 8 to be able to open this, to open the salt mine door. So do not open the salt mine door right away. Just take these other rounds before round 8 to be able to get as many points as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and use my flamethrower on round 6 instead of round 4, like I said. I don't really use consumables all too much, so I didn't really realize that I could only pop one. I thought it would let me pop both of them. So, I'll go ahead, let all the zombies spawn in, and we'll use this flamethrower and get a whole bunch of points. Because I do like using the melee in this game, I'll buy the melee perk. But we still got 7,000 points, so we can go ahead, open up the rest of the map, or open up as much of the map as we can here. And I'm also going to go ahead and pick up stamina while I'm here. Because I got the melee part with some easy points. Easy point gain here at the beginning of the match. Alright, now it's also round 8. We are going to wait around this area. And sometime on this round, yep. On round 8, one of the whistlings will pop out of these tubes. We are going to go and take this whistling all the way over to Pack Punch. This is the point of the hardcore Easter egg where the path really starts to split, because while you're kind of doing like the main stuff that you need to do in order to get the casual Easter egg set up, you need to really pay attention to what special enemies you have and being able to upgrade the Tesla guns. This is where the misconception really comes in. Is the process of how to get the Tesla guns upgraded, and more, the amount of souls that you need in order to fill each battery. We're going to be going over that, but right now, because we got this one whistling spawned in, we have this guaranteed whistling spawn, we're going to go ahead and bring it over here. It's going to charge at us and break this and open the Reaper battery. It spawned in a bomber too early, I don't need them yet. Alright. That's the Reaper battery out. Place the Reaper battery in here, and we will come back to that later. Actually, we'll come back to that right here in a second. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get all of the souls here for the Reaper battery taken care of. So I guess I'll kind of explain more how the soul filling works for this battery, because this is the one that everyone says, oh, it's the most difficult part. If you saw earlier, we can disarm their bombs just by shooting the secondary head. That'll make the bombers drop their bombs and make them a lot easier to train around. So, in order to fill this battery, you need a total of 4 bombers. Either one charge, like one trap activation with all of them, with all 4 of them in one, or 2 sets of 2. You cannot fill it with just one bomber, it has to be either 2 or 4. And it has to be 2 with a single saw blade. So personally, I use the saw blade that's going to appear right here. So what I would do is I would have, like, I'd be running through here and then have all 4 bombers behind me, and then just activate this trap right here. All 4 of them are bunched up and die right here. So that's what we're going to go and do. We're going to open up the salt mine door, and it's going to spawn in 4 bombers. We're going to take all 4 of those bombers down here, immediately get the Reaper battery done. So let's go ahead and do that and show what that actually looks like. First, before we do that, we're going to take a little detour. We need to drop one of the bombs right here. We need to bring one of the bombers up here and then have it drop a bomb right here, and that'll unlock that battery. So let's go ahead and do that in practice. Open up the salt mine door, get them all over here. That's probably not close enough. Alright, that one should be close enough. Well, let's go ahead and disarm the rest of them. Alright, so that's 4 disarmed bombers right there. Go. Just like that, the most annoying battery is done. We're going to go ahead and pick that up, bring it over here to the machine, and that'll be ready whenever we need it. So, now that we got this battery out of the way, we can go ahead and continue the regular casual side of the Easter egg. So that battery will stay there for now. We can't do anything with it until we actually get the Tesla gun. So let's go ahead, now that the Reaper battery is taken care of, we can go ahead and fill the souls for the casual part of the Easter egg and its steps. Filling the souls as normal. We're also going to check up on any of these bombs to make sure that one was... That might not actually have been close enough. Oh, it was. Okay, so that was close enough. So that's good. Even if it wasn't, there was another bomber right there. So we can go ahead and take this battery, put it in here. We have one whistling here. We're probably not going to get a second one yet. I don't think we're going to get a second whistling spawn here in order to get one of the charges out there. Same thing as the Reaper battery. Hurricane Battery, you need 2 of them inside the trap. Inside the trap whenever it first activates in order for it to activate. Probably not be able to get any souls done for it either, just because it takes so long for this thing to go from one side to the other. We'll try to train these pests around, and then wait for this thing to get ready. Alright, and I do have 2 whistling, so I can go ahead and get one of the charges done. Yeah, the hardcore Easter egg, honestly, it really is just being able to fill the batteries up early enough round. Alright, so there's 1 charge done. That's probably going to end the round, though. Huh, surprised that didn't actually end the round. Oh, yep, there it is.
More problems today than I have the patience to handle. Sometimes she just attracts the many fools. Like a...
Now we can go ahead and take care of the Brenner. Alright, Brenner is dead. Make sure you keep track of where you put this Brenner head. For the moment, I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'll get down to the end of the round. You can go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna hit box one more time, because this should be Jack in the Box. You're pretty much guaranteed to get Jack in the Box in the first like 6 pulls. So yep. Go ahead and get Jack in the Box. And craft the Tesla gun. Tesla gun. I'm also going to take this. We're going to hold on to the Brenner head as well. We've got down to 1 zombie. Unfortunately, we only got 1 whistling, so I'm going to have to wait. We'll probably get the Hurricane Battery done next round. So now we activate this. Go around, hit those. Red, red, green, green. If you noticed, I haven't opened up Pack-a-Punch yet. There's a reason for that. Alright, if you have stamina up, you should have enough time to be able to hit the colors and reveal the paintings on the way as well. Alright, so the paintings are revealed. Oh, actually, double tap while I'm here. Yep, give me double tap. Keep hold of this Brenner head because we're still gonna need it. You can also go ahead and get the Bloodthirst Battery started. Go over here, reveal the final painting. Get the Midnight Battery out. Alright, so all the paintings are revealed. We're still gonna need this Brenner head later on, so make sure you remember where you drop it. Personally, I drop it over here because we're going to need it over here later. Alright, so things that we still need to do. Obviously, we still need to do the defense step. But before we go ahead and do that, we are going to get the Bloodthirst Battery. So, in order to do the Bloodthirst Battery, you shoot that with the Tesla gun, and then you shoot with a normal gun, and then you just follow this. You follow this chain of green lights. That battery drops down here. Battery is in. Alright, so the Reaper battery is already done. It works how we described earlier, with needing either 2 bombers to be killed by one saw blade, one specific saw blade, or 4 bombers to be killed by a specific saw blade. The Hurricane battery works in the exact same way, except just with whistlings. So for the Midnight battery and the Reaper battery and the Bloodthirst battery, this one being the Bloodthirst battery, in order to get a charge on this, you need to have 5 pests in this trap at one time in order to count as 1 charge, or a total of 15 pests in 1 trap activation. So it either gets done in 3 groups of 5, or if you got a pest around that's large enough to be able to get all 15 in one go, that's how this one works. Midnight is the exact same way, where it either needs 3 groups of 5 or 1 group of 15. People, whenever they're doing these batteries, don't really fully understand how it works. So hopefully that clears up a lot of confusion about that. Alright, but now, as I was saying earlier, I didn't open up Pack-a-Punch earlier for a reason. And now that I got the Bloodthirst Battery ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because there's a chance that whenever I hit one of these buttons, a couple of pests will spawn in. Unfortunately, we didn't get it there, so we'll have to try a different button. Sometimes, whenever you do that, a couple of pests will spawn in, and you'll be able to use that to get 1 charge done. Alright, that's attempt number 2. Nope. And attempt number 3. Yep, there it is. Alright, so with that, we'll have a couple of pests spawning in. That should be enough to get us 1 charge on the Reaper battery. I mean, 1 charge on the Bloodthirst battery. And you'll know it's enough because the battery will light up. The battery lights up whenever there are 5 in the area. Should be. Yes, alright, so we got 5 here. So you can go ahead and get 1 charge for this thing. Alright, 1 charge of Reaper is done, or 1 charge of Bloodthirst is done. Alright, we also haven't done the tower defense step. I'm gonna wait until after round 15 to start doing that as well. Just so that I can get all of the batteries taken care of. So I should be able to get all 15 zombies here to get the Midnight battery done. If not, there's still 1 more round to go. So we should have all the batteries done by round 15. Oh, nope, alright. So that is the Midnight battery done. That is 2 of 4 batteries completely done. Hopefully round 14 spawns me in 2 Whistlings to be able to take care of that. While I got the points, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the 1911. Because we're gonna need this. Alright, now let's go hang around the Hurricane Battery for another Whistling to spawn in. There we go. Alright. So absolutely no issues. Absolutely whatsoever no issues. Hurricane Battery is now taken care of. And it's going to be around 15, so we can go ahead and move on over here, and I should have enough zombies. I should have the 10 zombies that I need in order to get this done here. So that'll be all 4 batteries done on round 15. Afterwards, we can go ahead and do the defense step. Oh, just kidding, I'm broke. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. So yeah, preferably you actually make sure that you have 1,000 points before doing that. But we still got it, so that's all 4 batteries done on round 15. Now we can go ahead and take care of the tower defense. Alright, whenever you're doing this, it is going to advance a couple of rounds. There is a trick that you can do with frontline with this, but no, that's fine. Doing this will get you a whole bunch of points, so if you don't have weapons upgraded or whatever, just take this time. Take this time, like, upgrade your weapons. You'll have enough points. Especially if you're running pack mule, but like to actually run a 3rd weapon, so that'll be good. Alright, so that is done. I'll go ahead and buy some more ammo here. Alright, so with the right hand of God taken care of, we can now get Red Talon. And then the Zeppelin's going to be flying around. We'll take care of that in a second, actually. So, Red Talon. Once the right hand of God is activated, you'll be able to flip the switches again. And now that both switches are flipped, this one will appear right here. We'll flip this 3rd switch. These coils will be revealed. Now we need to shoot the coils with the Tesla, pick up a Brenner head, come over here, reveal that panel, and then go over and to the other side and reveal the other panel. So now we're done with the Brenner head. We'll go ahead and shoot this down too. I will say, Red Talon is really annoying to do on solo. It's not even difficult, it's just... yeah. Solo doing this sucks. Literally, you're flipping these until you see the blue fingerprint on each of the numbers. But, of course, whenever you're in solo, you just constantly have the zombie on you, so it's best to just try to go back and forth between the two. Yeah, doing this and, like, inputting the numbers and, like, all that on solo just is so annoying. Again, literally not even difficult, it's just annoying, just constantly being attacked by the zombie like that. Alright. But now we got both parts of the coin, or whatever the thing is actually supposed to be. Coin, stone, thing. You'll go ahead. Back behind the hilt. Put it right here. And there is your red Talon. And also, now that we've got that taken care of, now that we've got the right hand of God taken care of, we can also go ahead and put all of these in. I did it reverse. Now, with these batteries, you're only able to do one per round, so take that into consideration. I literally did that twice. Unfortunate. The round ended before it finished, so that means I gotta go another round. So yeah, unfortunately, because the round flipped, I can't do another one this round. That's definitely the other sucky part about doing the Tesla gun upgrades, is if the round flips while it's still doing its thing, you gotta wait another round. Once again, another really annoying thing to try to do solo, just because zombies run faster than you, it can be like that. There's 1 of 3 on that. Hey, I will take that. Very solid weapon right here. I will most definitely take that. That's probably last, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate a second one of these.
Building an army that...
Yep, as expected. Flip around again. Just as it finished. Alright, back out to this battery. So that's that taken care of. So now, the only thing left to do is the remaining upgrades for the Tesla guns, and the paintings, and the Gramophone. Gramophone we're gonna take care of on round 25. Unfortunate. It still flipped around. Alright, it should be enough time. It should be enough time, but that honestly really screwed me over. I was really hoping that wouldn't have flipped around. So I'm not really going to be able to demonstrate the easy way of being able to get the Gramophone taken care of. That's 3 of the 4 Tesla guns taken care of. Alright, the other thing we can go ahead and take care of is this thing that we did way back at the beginning of the match. You do not need an upgraded Tesla gun to shoot this, you just need to activate the right hand of God first. So you can shoot that with a regular Tesla gun if you still have it. Yeah, whenever you're ready, place the Gramophone and that'll start your timer fresh. So whenever you're doing this, you need to get a specific number of kills in a certain number of time before the disc actually finishes. So let's just hope there are no zombies here. There probably isn't. No, there wasn't enough. So, yeah, unfortunately, that one battery kind of screwed me over there, and it didn't have enough. If you get unlucky, like I normally do, with having the worst and having to waste even more time having to take care of this Brenner first. Alright, let's try that again. So the best thing to do here is, if you don't have a best round, just once again, have your upgrade in 1911, stun them, stun the zombies, and then you'll be able to get one hit in. That instance probably going to screw it up on that. Alright, Gramophone's done. That wasn't the cleanest demonstration of that, but those are the 2 methods that you can use to get the Gramophone done. Either 1911 to stun the zombies and then go in for a melee, or if you don't have the worst RNG in the zombies community, then you'll actually be able to use the pest round to get it all done in one go. Like, if you're able to get the Gramophone done, you've essentially done the hardcore Easter egg. So now we can go ahead and take care of the final battery, and then get the numbers inputted. Try to get down to 1 zombie, and then we'll get our Gramophone. But how it works. Whenever this red light is going on, that means it resets. So 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, so now that we got our gramophone code, we'll have to put that in second, but now we have to put the original 4 numbers in, which is the painting numbers. So, we got Storm here, that's 2. We got Blood is 3. Death is 5. And Moon is 1. Storm is 2. Death is 5. Moon is 1. And Blood is 3. Now we go 2, 3, 4, and 1. Oh. That's great, that ended round. I got a really bad code here, though. Making me change everything. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, the last thing that you need to do in order to activate the hardcore Easter egg is shoot the chandelier with each of the 4 Tesla guns. And then we're boss fight ready. Hold up, there's a treasure zombie up there. Let me continue the meme of never getting Part C for that one character challenge. Like, actually, it's been a meme, like, on my channel for, like, the longest time. Like, I swear it's glitched or something. I'm never gonna get Part C. Yep, what a surprise. No Part C once again. GG. Love that. Tragic RNG aside. That'll be our last Tesla gun to shoot the chandelier with. Alright. So now, we have everything that we need to start the hardcore boss fight. We're ready to go into the boss fight now. We got full armor, we got all the perks that we need, we got ammo. So let's go ahead, shoot the hill, pick it up, and let's go ahead and start. Alright, so here we are in the hardcore boss fight. There are a couple of differences from the casual. The main ones being that whenever the Panzermortar gets stunned, you have less time to actually attach the battery to it. And the other significant change is that the Zeppelin, only one of the 4 lights will show up instead of all 4. Other than that, it acts essentially the exact same way. Let's see if you wanna check the, am I gonna have bad Zeppelin light RNG? Probably. Right, that's the first one down. Some zombies spawning in. Get this battery filled up. These max ammos that drops, they'll stay there forever. So you don't have to worry about picking them up if you don't need them. Save them for if you actually need them. exit the arena for a little while, and we'll have to deal with regular zombies until it comes back, until the Zeppelin comes back. So I like to hang out over here during this point. Nope, not this time. No lucky early Zeppelin snipe for me. Yeah, gave me a bad light spawn there. They gave me another bad light spawn there too. Wow. Two phases. Now we got a Brenner spawn again. Yeah, I don't really get why the rounds get why the rounds flip in this boss fight. They do for some reason. Because the Brenner was on me, I didn't get the early snipe on the Zeppelin. I at least got that, so that's fine. Didn't think I was gonna get that one. That was another bad light spawn. Surprised I actually got that. I thought I wouldn't have gotten it on time. I thought for sure I would have had to stun it again. And there is ourselves a free perkaholic, as well as all perk slots.
Meine Schwester.
So that's really, like, honestly, it'd be so good. It would be so good if that was how Black Ops 3 worked. Like, not just a free perkaholic, but also just giving you all the perk slots afterwards. Like, World War II's, like, the World War II Easter egg rewards probably would be the best Easter egg rewards of all time. Well, I mean, aside from, like, director's cut and, like, map-specific, like, Easter egg rewards or whatever, but, like, if this game had more than 6 perks. But yeah, that's just completely Easter egg done. Mouse is gonna walk around the map for a little while, and you got infinite ammo while you're standing here. But that's essentially Easter egg done. And this is definitely one of the videos of all time. This is, I don't know. I hope you were able to follow along with the chaotic randomness that is this airport tutorial, if you could even call it that. It's a lot of good information, but it's like, I'm not good at scripting videos, so this is just me at this point. I mean, hey, there's a lot of information, and this is just kind of showing how I get the Easter egg done, even though I have the worst RNG of all time. But, I mean, yeah, that's the World War II Final Reich hardcore Easter egg. In some sort of an updated tutorial form for 2025, so like I said, these max ammos will stay here forever. So because I didn't pick up any of these 3 max ammos, they will literally stay here forever. So that is literally just 3 max ammos at any time, so long as you don't accidentally pick them up.
Keep fighting! The Emperor!
So yeah, I hope at least someone was able to follow along with this tutorial guide, random, just playing zombies and trying to call it a tutorial or whatever, because I don't script videos at all. But I mean, yeah, that's... The Final Reich's Easter egg really is just, as long as you understand the batteries and like how to actually fill them up, that's the biggest sticking point when it comes to trying to do the Final Reich Easter egg, is a lot of people, a lot of the old guides, they aren't really clear on the steps of how to specifically fill each of the batteries. So if there's one thing to take away from this video, it's definitely that aspect of how to fill up each of the batteries consistently. So, I mean, if you enjoyed this video, I mean, you know, like, do all that. And I guess I'll see you in another video or another stream or whatever I decide to do. This has been a video of all time. This has truly been one of the videos. So, bye. God, this video is gonna absolutely suck with how World War II and how loud the game is, literally just drowning me out at every possible moment. Not even really sure what this was supposed to be. It's not really a guide or anything, just because it's too long. I can't even really say it's a tutorial because it's literally an hour long, so I mean... Yeah, I mean... This has been a video.